So let's talk about enemy snipers in Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. The game already tells us they're not very mobile, but they have a huge field of view, so they can spot you instantly no matter what difficulty you're playing on, and they'll take you out fast. They're armed with a sniper rifle, one of the same models available to the player, often with more than 2 ammo options. You can check and take their rifles after you take them down, but in close quarters, they'll switch to a pistol, one you can't pick up. Here's the problem. If you kill them while they're using their pistol, only the pistol drops and their sniper rifle disappears. It's not on their back, it's not on the ground, it's just gone. You know, on top of that, the way they switch weapons isn't very realistic. 1 second, they're holding their sniper rifle, and the next, it's already on their back, and they're shooting at you with a pistol. No real transition. They can move between prone, crouching, and standing, but they won't chase you. They usually just stay put, waiting for you to walk into their line of sight. Sometimes they'll turn a bit, but even that isn't consistent, especially when it comes to looking up if you move in and out of their view. And that's even on Deadeye, the hardest difficulty. Oh, and did you know you can take down snipers just by throwing rocks at them? Yeah, if you're close enough and land 1 or 2 well-aimed hits, they die, even on Deadeye difficulty. Just make sure you actually hit them, and you'll even hear them groan in pain. What's funny is that I tested this on a sniper near the first jamming tower and the cooling facility. He was completely isolated, so when he called for backup over comms, no one showed up. I was between zones, so neither side's guards could respond, but it still felt kind of dumb, like, here's this sniper desperately asking for reinforcements, and the radio just stays silent. No chatter, no acknowledgement, nothing. Also, once he spots you, he's fast, with both the pistol and the sniper rifle, but since he's not very mobile, he can't dodge explosives. I threw a grenade at him, and he just died. The funny part, his body looked like he tried to get down and escape, but couldn't, because he's scripted to stay at his post. Obviously, in real life, he'd run for his life, but knowing your enemy's limitations is always an advantage. Then I tested it again on Deadeye difficulty. Same spot. I let him see me, got him alert, and then went up close to him. But even though he was on high alert, the moment he lost sight of me, he just didn't see me, even when I was literally standing right next to him. The funny thing is, other times, it's the complete opposite. There are moments when he spots you instantly, and before you even finish climbing the ladder, he's already shooting at you, or at the very least, he's locked onto your position. One thing they did get right is the wound detail. When I shot him twice in the arm, the injuries showed up properly. Also, the bodies tremble slightly, especially if there's wind. But even without it, they still shake a bit after death. I'm guessing they're trying to simulate rigor mortis. That's the natural stiffening of the body after death. In reality, it sets in gradually over a few hours as the muscles contract due to chemical changes. Maybe the shaking is meant to represent the early stages. In reality, a body doesn't immediately shake after death. Rigor mortis, which causes stiffness, sets in gradually over several hours. Sometimes there might be brief muscle spasms or twitching right after death due to residual nerve activity. If you shoot a dead body, it still takes damage. Wounds appear and there's bleeding, but if you shoot them in the head and trigger the blown-up brain or half-face destruction effect, then after that, you can shoot as much as you want and nothing else happens. No new wounds, no more blood, and even the ones that were there before just disappear.
Delta Mike, there's a sniper